Robots, man. They're freaking everywhere, aren't they? Oh my God, are the robots taking over or what? And when I say robots, I mean AI, right? So I'm an artist, you're an artist. If you're watching this, you're probably an artist. And we keep hearing, oh my God, the robots, the AI is just going to take away everything from the artist. It's going to take away all the jobs. It's going to just take, and it's going to crush humanity, right? So, I mean, if you're not hearing it, then you're probably under a rock, right? Because that seems to be the conversation these days of like the tidal wave of AI and the impact it's going to have on your world, my world, our world, and humanity in general. So I have really looked into like, what does this mean that AI is going to take my job? It's going to take all our art. And, you know, of course, it's more complicated than just it's going to take our jobs. It is becoming a part of our world a bit more each day. It's moved into, it's in all the banking everything to do with financial transactions and structures. But then there's also the structural cracks that are happening too from the old, outdated system. So there's quite a convergence of honestly kind of scary things going on, right? Because they're saying all the old foundations of our world, banking, education, politics, all these systems are crumbling because they're just outdated. And if you're into the astrology kind of thing, we just entered into Saturn conjuncting with Aries, and they say that's basically when it's a midlife crisis. It's a total catastrophe of your life, right? Where just the things that are not working really stop working, right? Collapsing. And so you got these like old foundations that are not sustaining our world anymore. I mean, completely politics. They all got to go, right? Education, well, that seems to be going anyways, right? They're all, they're not crumbling. People are still in them and attending them. But what is going on? Banking. I think that's a little bit quieter, but it's still, the markets are very unstable, and that's a reflection of just how things are coming undone, right? So in the art world, yes, I have really looked into how is AI going to replace me, and it is, the mechanics of what I teach, continuous line drawing, a robot can teach you that. A robot can teach you how to draw one long line on a page so that it quells your anxiety and centers your thinking and allows you to have less of that white page, fresh page anxiety, right? Which is, if anything, I think a lot of us are experiencing some anxiety because there's just these constant conversations about how everything is crumbling. And what's anxiety producing about that, right? You look in at the news and the conversations that are being had by adults is horrifying. And so there's just a general blanket. First, there's a blanket of grief from all the COVID years, right? And just everything else. There's a lot of unprocessed grief, right? Which doesn't do well for anyone, right? And so then now with all that grief that we haven't done anything with except fester and fight, now you got this blanket of anxiety because everything is collapsing. It's all collapsing. Make sure you have rice in your pantry because everything's collapsing. Don't put all your money in the American bank. Oh wait, you still have money? Well, if you have any money at all, put it in your mattress. Oh, the mattress is on fire. Oh, well, it's got so much plastic in it, it's not going to burn anyways. It's just going to make you sick from all the chemicals in it. Oh, my God, it goes on and on and on, right? Like I work at the Cañada. I do some part-time work at the Cañada. There's no water out there, right? And, these are precarious days, right? But you know what? Let me back that up here. Because, yeah, it is scary, and, yeah, AI is coming, and it's really going to invade into our lives in every way, ways that we haven't even imagined yet. But honestly, a robot cannot sit at a cafe in front of beautiful landmarks on a beautiful day as the people are buzzing around on their way to their appointments, their jobs, their breakfast dates, whatever they're doing. I mean, oftentimes the people here are on vacation, or it's the local community on their way to work. In my case, I am an artist. I am an instructor, but I am an artist at my core. I am an artist. I create things with my hands, with my eyes, with my heart, with my crown chakra. Hey, look at that. There's my crown chakra right there. It's actually my logo, right? Crown chakra, crown chakra. I, heart, heart. These are the things that that robots, not yet. Robots do not have hearts, do not have eyes, and do not have crown chakras, and they cannot sit in a beautiful corner cafe and draw lines and draw your coffee and draw your selfie and draw an urban sketch, or they can't draw anything, because all they do is they mimic, they copy, they replicate. That's more the AI word. They replicate, right? And I have been playing with it, and it is replicating my work. Because if something, that whole thing, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. I really, I got people sending me messages going, you better be careful with your AI use. You don't know what you're doing. Well, first of all, show me anyone who knows what they're doing right now. I mean, even if you try to deny it or you put your head in the sand, that doesn't mean you're not going to be affected by it. That doesn't mean it's not going to turn your life upside down, because it's turning all our lives upside down. And so I just kind of want to be educated on it as much as I could, because I want to see the devil that's taking over my life. And I'll say this, I do use ChatGPT, and I have in-depth conversations with it about what it's going to do with the world. It's really, you can ask it anything and it'll tell you anything, right? Now, is it always accurate? Kind of, but you always need to double check. I never take I never let it be the final word on anything. I never, if I ask it to help me edit something, it never gets the final word. I am the final word, right? But, so, in just discussing with my robot, who clearly says to me, treat me like fire in your house. I'm useful, I'm powerful, I can help things, but I can also destroy things, so do not trust me. Right? And so that's a very fine line to walk with something, right? It's one thing when you meet somebody and everything's hunky-dory and you're like, oh, here's my heart, here's my life, here's my love, right? You just give it all away. I'm just saying generally. I'm not saying everyone does that. I don't even know that I would know how to do that anymore. I'm such a closed boardroom. I don't know how I would ever open up to somebody, because I've worked myself into not for so long. Anyways, enough about me. So the thing about artificial intelligence is that it's powerful, it's useful, but don't surrender yourself to it, right? And so I'm using it in ways for my art business. I'm creating digital art packs. I'm literally creating characters in San Francisco, Paris, here in San Miguel, right? So each one of them has 30 characters that you know how I created them? I wrote them. I described them with my words, because I know San Miguel, and I don't know a lot of the people, but I have seen over the years the people that are the heart and soul of this town, right? The people that make things happen, the people that deliver the what are they delivering? They're delivering the Coca-Colas, delivering the ice, the ones that are sweeping the streets, the ones that are making the coffee, the ones that are shining your shoes, the ones that are attending to the church, the ones that are here on vacation, the ones that are in the gift shops, the ones that are making food, right? Like, I have seen them over the years, and I've created character packs in my digital photo pack. So I wrote who they are and then created the character with the use of AI. And I had someone, I posted about that on my Instagram, and someone said, I prefer your authentic marketing. This is someone who I don't know, someone who has no profile photo, someone who has never been a part of my community, who's telling me they don't like what I'm doing and they prefer my authentic marketing. And to that I say, honestly, if you're afraid of AI, if you're afraid of the future, and who isn't? Who isn't? Don't put that on me. Just because I'm an artist, I don't have a lot of safety nets, right? I do not have a lot of safety nets. I'm here in Mexico. I don't have a husband. ChatGPT reminds me that. Well, you don't have the safety net of a husband. As if a husband is really, I understand. I was married once. He was kind of a safety net. He had a lot of money. But completely out of his mind, right? So... yes, okay, all right, Chad, all right, world, I don't have a husband that's protecting me, keeping me safe from the dangers of the world. I don't have a family, I don't have kids, I don't have a daughter who's going to hold my hand when I'm dying in the hospice. And I say it that way because when I was holding my mother's hand at the hospice as she was dying, I looked around and it was all daughters holding their mother's hands in the hospice as their mothers were dying, right? And I was like, ooh, I forgot to have a daughter who's going to hold my hand when I'm dying. And I've mentioned that to a few gals here in San Miguel, and they said, that's no guarantee, having a daughter, because it's no guarantee, right? Like, even if you have all the money in the world, even if you have the kids who are going to be there for you when you die, it's no guarantee that's how it's going to go, right? So I say, please, whatever it is, just make it swift, right? I don't have time to be lingering in any suspended say, all right, I'm going to talk about my not talk about my eventual demise here as I'm drawing. So I'm in that, what ChatGPT calls a vanishing category. I am in a vanishing category, and that feels good to be told I'm in a vanishing category. I mean, as it said, you are late stage career. True. I mean, I feel like I'm going to work forever, but I am 59, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm 59. And I don't ever want to stop working, but statistically, I am in the late stages of my career, and death is imminent. I don't have a husband. I don't have children. I'm basically a homeless orphan living here in the wilds of Mexico. And so, yes, I am in a vanishing category. And I would probably say any one of you in my age group are also considered by AI, the AI tech lords. I mean, just think, what would Elon Musk think of you? If you're over the age of 50, he doesn't think much of you, right? And so as a woman, they think even less of us. And, I mean, imagine if we were black, too, then we would just be, according to them. I'm not even going to put words in their mouth. I think we've all seen it on display, how tech lords, how politicians, especially the current ones who've been given the keys to everything, how they view women, how they view minorities, how they view children, right? So, first of all, you have to just come to grips with the fact that life is changing very fast. Life is changing very fast. We're in a very high transition stage right now. The floor appears to be dissolving. Old customs, institutions are failing, right? And if you're afraid, that's normal. But what I want to say, I'm afraid, I'm nervous, but I'm going in it with my eyes wide open, right? And I'm trying to learn about it, and I'm trying to, how can I use this before it wipes me off the earth? And really, it's not going to be that AI, it's just that some of the consequences of AI, where it could collapse the banking, it could collapse teaching, right? There's all these things, but nobody knows for sure, right? So unless and until I am not able to do this, I'm going to keep doing this, because this is the thing that robots cannot do, is be human. Robots cannot, AI cannot sit with you in a cafe while you're doing your urban sketching, while you're enjoying your beautiful latte on a beautiful day. AI cannot do that with you. So as an artist, as an instructor, as someone who's like without a safety net basically and just living on the edge in Mexico, who's encouraging others to make art, to be an artist, because by continuing to do tactile things with your hand, you will stay in your heart and in your head. Because the thing that AI is doing is it captures our minds. It captures our minds. And you go, well, that doesn't sound all that bad. That's what TV does. That's what social media does. Yeah, we have been training for this. We have been trained. So it's not even going to feel like a big deal. It's not going to feel like a big deal. It's going to be subtle, right? Because we've all been on social media and are in that trap of likes and all that, dancing for the monkey. I mean, this person saying to me, I would like your authentic marketing, not this AI stuff. I'm not here to dance for anyone. I'm here for my survival. My survival, which means creating and sustaining a community of artists who are interested in doing things with their hands and with their eyes and with their hearts and with other fellow artists, right? So my suggestion to you all as a way to manage the coming surrealness of AI and, completely deranged presidents and the politicians around him who have their lips stuck to his buttocks. You do whatever you can to stay sane. Do whatever you can to stay sane. I'm going to make art. I'm going to draw lines. I'm going to tell my stories through art. I'm going to try not to talk about that thing up there, but I am going to I am going to make art amongst people in real places, on beautiful days, and with fellow artists. And you're welcome to join me. All right, everyone. Finish big with a heart. Finish big with a heart. Keep your hands moving. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. And the devil in this case is artificial intelligence. So keep on keeping on. All right. Have a good day. Don't be scared. Just draw.